You can see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. So the heading of the presentation is Great Business Opportunity for HNIs, Chartered Accountants, Retired and Educated Housewives. Even I will say even all the housewives, not even educated, but educated will be more preferred. So the tagline is every family should have an insurance advisor. Every family. Why? I will explain. This is my small introduction. So how insurance advisory is different? Friends, we all want a second source of income other than our normal source of income, maybe salary income or maybe business income, but everybody wants a second source of income, and preferably this should be a passive income. That means I am not required to really work for it. That is the what income I want. Say for rental income, you bought a property, you're given on rent. Now every month your rent is coming to you. So it is a passive income. Suppose you have started a website. On the website, you have given some advertisements, the Google ads. Now the Google ad will give you every month income to you. So that type of income we are preferring. Maybe for say for our housewife, our spouse. Now they should work very little and the income should come. That is what we are looking for.
Right.
So the insurance advisory is such a business where you enjoy 30 to 40% return. No other profession offers such a high return on zero investment. Here in insurance advisory, there is no investment is required, and your return is almost 30 to 40% on the amount invested by the client, not your investment. If you are investing your own amount, then you are definitely getting 30-40% return on your own investment over and above what the insurance company will be giving as a policy plan. But even for your clients, they are investing the money. If they have invested 10 lakh rupees, so on that you are getting the return and you are not required to put any investment. So that is the beauty of this insurance advisory business. Now, what is your role? Everybody is worried about okay, that now the notion everybody has insurance advisory is a very sticky type of business. That insurance here your role is only to collect the referral and KYC document through social media and suggest a plan. Entire back office work will be done by the insurance company and they are doing the total work digitally only. So that means no need to meet even the customer. Even the customer is not required to meet the insurance company or not required to go there. Entire business is done digitally only. And your role as an insurance advisor is only to collect the referral and the KYC document from him. And KYC documents are what? Photo, PAN card, Aadhaar card, and copy of the cancel check. That's all. The 4 documents you have to collect and hand it over, you can send the same documents by WhatsApp or by email to the insurance company, and all the balance work will be done by the insurance company. We are not required to do anything, and you will be earning your 30 to 40% return. Now, here is a potential you can earn up to 2 lakh rupees to 5 lakh rupees per month. If you have say 4 or 5 policies, if you have taken in your family, friends, and your relatives, you have this much potential you can earn every year. Every year it will become a passive income to you, because on the renewal also you are getting a commission, not only for the first year commission, on the renewal also. So it becomes your annuity, your pension income. But that means you are buying a policy for somebody else and you are basically indirectly taking a annuity for you or pensions for you. So it is a great source of passive income. You or any of your family member can become life insurance advisor. The requirement is only matriculation. The person should be minimum matriculation. Above the matriculation, anybody can become the family member, and you should be above the age of 18 years. Now, when you become the insurance advisor, you also become the financial expert, because you started knowing, you are discussing with the trainer, with your colleagues, with your clients. And then within a period of 6 months or 1 year, you yourself become a financial expert, so that you can optimize your investments with the proper tax planning. Nobody can fool you. And you will invest where the maximum return is coming to you. So that is the indirect advantage of becoming the insurance advisor. Now, there is a significant improvement in return for your own investment. As I mentioned above, कि 30 to 40% return you are getting if your client is investing. But when you are investing for your own insurance plan, so your return on the, say, suppose the return is 5% or 6%, the 6% can go to 7% to 8% because of the additional commission. So there is a significant improvement. Now there's an opportunity to travel abroad every year or get cars and buy. There are various contests are being run by the insurance company. If you meet some minimum business criteria, then you are entitled for the international ticket. Say for example, currently HDFC is offering, if you do 30 lakh of business, then you get a ticket for Singapore and sometimes Thailand and Maldives and all those things. So those type of contests are there every quarter, every year. So you get an opportunity to travel there. Then the next thing, there is no target. There is no timing. So no tension. It is not like any other franchise business or any other normal service where you have a target, timing that you have to work from 9 to 5, a lot of tension. But here there is no such thing. Extremely easy to get business if you are doing digitally or through social media. You have a WhatsApp contact. Everybody has a WhatsApp contact of 500, 2000 or maybe 300, whatever number it is. If you even contact your friends, your relatives, very easy to get a business. Not something very, very difficult. Or the old days are gone where you have to really follow up through telephone and then you have to go and meet the customer. Not required. Now in the Corona time, everybody knows that the entire business is being done socially only or through digital media, online only. So you can take the advantage of this thing now. Now the whole thinking of the public has changed now. Nobody expects that you should come to my office or you should come to my home to explain the thing. Everything is done through Zoom meeting or through digitally or social media. So it's very easy to get the business. And all the 5 reasons to join the insurance business, that is money, you get the money, you get a growth, you get the respect in the industry, you get a security, financial security, and you get a happiness. So there are all the 5 reasons which are available if you are joining as an insurance business. Now, great opportunity for financial freedom. How? Here, you are a part of a noble profession, because when you are advising your friends or your relatives that how their life can be protected, how their life goals can be achieved through insurance. So you will get a blessings, or you will get a really, he is the person who is helping me out. Just imagine a scenario if a bread earner dies, and if he's getting a 50 lakh or 1 crore as an amount, as an insurance amount from the insurance company, he will ever remember you. So you are a part of noble profession. To be your own boss, work at your own convenience. Nobody can direct you, nobody can guide you, nobody is bossing you. You are your own boss. Then there is unlimited rewards and recognition are available every month, every quarter, annually there are rewards. Then you get international recognitions, all those different type of criteria is there. You stay active and busy during retirement. Now the post-retirement, what is happening is that you are become totally inactive. And you all know that once your car is not running every day, or maybe 1 month or 1 year, what will happen to the car? So same thing happened to our body also. So with this insurance, you are remain active, and the main advantage, you are socially active. That is the main thing. See, I have seen the same thing what happened with me. Once I retired, I was very active during my service life. Every day I used to meet 100%. But once I retired and then I came home, and then I see suddenly I'm alone. And once you are in this type of advisory business, you are talking to so many persons, so many social contacts. They are talking to you, so you are remain active. So your engine is running. So obviously, then once your engine is running, the life of car or the life of the body will be much longer. You add a stable income to your business. Another advantage, you build your legacy. As I said, that once you have sold a policy up to the renewal period, that I'll say the policy of a 20 year, for the 20 year you are getting a return. So you are building a legacy, not only for you, even for your children, for your family also. You start your business at any age. You can start from 18, from the age of 18 until any age. There is no limitation up to what age you can enter. Even if you are 70, you can enter into this business. There is no such thing. And the best part is there is no capital requirement. It is zero investment. The entire thing is only digitally only. That's all. And you can share your experience. You earn more respect in the society when you are sharing, when you are dealing with your junior colleagues or your relatives, friends. You are sharing your experience. And zero capital, no investment. Now for housewife, this is a great opportunity. as a financial freedom, so that she is less dependent on the kids, she is less dependent on the husband, particularly post-retirement, if anything happened to the husband. So I will say the insurance is must for each and every lady. She should be the advisor. So she can achieve complete financial independence in your second innings as a housewife or as a normal. Suppose you are taking as a insurance for a second inning. You can contribute, she can, your wife or spouse, she can contribute to the household income, stay socially connected and leverage on your contacts, as we already discussed, earn more from your own network. You gain recognition among friends, family friends, relatives, your colleagues. Yes, you know, yes, she is the lady who knows about the finance. She can help you out. All those recognition you will get. Work at a time suitable to you as per your own convenience. There is no timing fixed, and great opportunity for financial freedom. So I suggest that each and every housewife lady must become a financial advisor. Now, how does it work? Let's see. How does it work, the insurance business? You have to spend only 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour maximum. 15 minutes a day that you can get that time any during the 24 hours, anytime you can select and you can work on those 15 minutes. You have to just connect with the people. Here the major thing is how to connect with the people. So you have to connect this 15 minutes or half an hour with the people. You have to just collect referrals and the KYC document. Your target, your job is only to collect the referral. And every family in India is having some insurance plan, whether it's a life or general insurance or maybe the health insurance, everybody is taking. So here the life insurance we are discussing today. So you have to just collect the referral and their KYC document. Suggest a plan, and then once the policy is converted, you start getting the commission. Back office, as I mentioned earlier, the entire back office is by the insurance company. And then you can realize your dreams. No need for physical meeting with anybody. Again, I am telling absolutely no need to go to, if you go to any, your client office is very good, or you meet him, very good, but there is no need. If you want, you can meet. If you are not meeting, it's okay. No paperwork. As I said, the entire thing is through digitally only. You are not required to collect any paper. You are not required to submit those papers anywhere. Entire thing is being done on digitally only. No office or capital required. You don't need any office. You can work from the home. Housewife can easily work from the home during lunchtime or after the lunch is over and the dinner has to start. Whenever she get a half an hour time, 15-minute time, she can work. And social media, mobile is the best way to connect with the people. And what are the KYC documents? Only 4 documents: photo, PAN card, Aadhaar card, and cancel check. These are the 4 documents which you have to collect. And over and above will be KYC with a small data sheet, which will be who is the nominee, date of birth, and all those things will be required. The documents are only these 4. So now I'm just slightly switching over from advisor to a why insurance. Now our responsibility doesn't matter whether you are there or not. The responsibilities have to be met. Say for children education, per child at the today's cost, it will be rupees minimum 1 to 2 crore. For marriage, similarly for our daughter or son, you can expect minimum expense of 1 to 2 crore. Similarly for house, it will be 3 to 5 crore, particularly for a metro town. Maybe for a smaller cities, it can be 2 to 3 crore. But any metro town, minimum 3 to 5 crore for a reasonable 2 to 3 bedroom house. Car, if you want to have as a responsibility, if you want to buy, the minimum is 10 to 25 lakh. Foreign troops, if you want to plan, everybody has a ambition to go for travel at least once in 2 years, or once in 5 years, once in 3 years. Average expense is 10 to 25 lakhs. Retirement, everybody has to have a minimum 4 to 10 crore. Then only you can think, yes, I will have a peaceful and successful retired life. Otherwise, you have to depend on your children. And the last is the medical expenses, 10 to 20 lakhs. So these are the life goals for which we have to be ready always. If you are not ready, and then you assume that my company will take care or my children will take care, you are mistaken. You may be in a serious problem, and particularly if you are not there, your wife and your children may be in a serious problem. So whether we are there or not there, we have to ensure that these targets are met by our family. So these are the life goals what we have mentioned above, seven life goals. Are we prepared with guarantee? That is the question mark. Are we prepared for our life? All are ready for the life goals. Everybody has an aspiration that my life goals I will meet, whether children marriage or education or buying the house. But are we prepared with a guarantee? That is the question mark. Now just imagine if something untoward happens like permanent disability due to any major accident or even death, what will happen to these life goals? Just imagine. Now, friends, the 5% of Indian population fall in above category during 21 to 60 years of age. 5% of the total population during this age, they are either having the disability problem due to an accident or sometime even the death also. Then what will happen to their family? So what will happen to our life goals and responsibilities? Can our spouse or children handle above life goals independently if we are not there? Now this is the fact, a number of children are not able to fulfill their dreams due to failure of their parents to meet funds required for their dreams. I've seen so many families, so many children, they are not able to go to IIT, they are not able to go to US, they are not able to do even their medical. Why? Because their parents are not able to fund their education requirement. Now every child may not be the brilliant. Then what is his fault? If he's a brilliant, okay, he will get an admission in IIT or he will get an admission in for MBBS. But for an average children, suppose then what he will do? Now suppose he's completing only BA and BCom. Can he meet his dreams? For that we need real funds. Maybe capitation fee. I don't know. I'm not advocating here to that we should pay education the capitation fee or management fee. But sometimes if you don't have and the child is not brilliant, then the poor child is just doing BA, BCom, and then what will happen to his life? He may be a clerk for his life. So whose fault is this? Is the parents who has not arranged the funds. Now, friends, there is only investment in India after the PPF, Public Provident Fund, where you have a exempt category. There is triple E category. That means that there is no tax on amount invested, no tax on the interest earned during the period, and there is no interest on the maturity. That is the insurance. PPF also the same thing is available, but PPF, the problem is you have a limit of 1.5 lakh. Above 1.5 lakh, government is not allowing you to invest. Whereas in case of insurance, there is no such limit. You can invest any amount and it is falling under triple E category. So there is no limit on investment as applicable in case of other investments. Now here the life insurance, there are three types of products. Now we have to see which product is most suitable to us. So first type of category is the reversionary bonus, where the return depends on the company performance. I am not advocating this product at all, because when you take any product where there is a 4%, 8% IRDA projection, and then they give illustration to you, these are based on the bonus. We don't know whether the company will continue to perform and continue to give me that bonus or not. Company may give the bonus more than even 8%, 4%, but it is not guaranteed. Now, today the interest rate is around 5 to 6%. Now, after say 2 years or 3 years, the interest has come down to 2% or 1%. Then I have a doubt whether companies will be able to give you the same bonus which they are giving today. So in this type of policy, I have a problem because my returns are not guaranteed. Now, unit link, these are the second type of policy. Here, your return entirely depend on the equity and debt market performance. If your equity is not giving good performance, now the market is already at high 51,000, 52,000. Now, whether this will continue to grow at the rate of 15%, 10% in future, nobody knows. It may go down also. Suppose the corona again comes in a big way. Then maybe the market from 52,000, it may fall to again 40,000. And if the market fall to 40,000, your insurance, if taken in the unit plan, you will have a negative 20% return. Now, I am buying the insurance policy to meet my life goal as a guarantee. Now, how can I depend on a ULIP plan? The ULIP plan is basically, if you are not comfortable in the equity or in the debt directly, then you can invest in the unit plan. This is here the performance or your return will be almost in line with the equity market. But if you want a guarantee, then this is not a product for you. Now, this is the third category product, which is the recently, recently become very common or very, famous. That is a guaranteed return product. This was not there around 4 or 5 years back. This is recently for last 5 years. And this is mainly because of competition from the mutual fund and because of the other FDs, the insurance company started giving this product. And now why this product is useful to us? Here, the return is neither depend on the bonus. That means I'm not depending on the company performance. Neither my return depend on the market. That means either equity or debt market. So whatever is mentioned in the policy document, that is guaranteed. Number two, it is tax-free as the 10-time insurance is given. When you take a 10-time insurance, then your return under Section 10D of the Income Tax Act, your maturity as well as your annual payments are tax-free. Now, today, most of the retired person or mostly who are in the 40 and above 40, they are in the 30% tax rate. So if you are taking any FD investment, whether senior citizen savings scheme or whether Prime Minister, the Vay Yojana or National Savings Certificate or fixed deposits of any bank, RBI bond, everywhere you have to pay 30% tax. Now, after payment of 30% tax, suppose you are buying senior citizen. Now, senior citizen, your return is 7.4. On 7.4, if you apply the 30% tax, your return is less than 4 or 4.5% only. Whereas if you are getting a guaranteed return in insurance, say around 6% or 5.5%, then that return is significantly more than what you are getting from the safe investments. We all, our parents, everybody used to invest in senior citizen scheme or FD, NSC. But now this product is available, that is a guaranteed return product. So we as a strategic investment for our retirement planning or for our meeting our life goal, we should invest only in the guaranteed return product because we are getting 10-time insurance also. Anything happen to the policy buyer, your life goal is guaranteed because you're getting 10 times of insurance. So suppose you taken a say 1 crore policy and you are paying 10 lakh rupees the premium. So either you will get 1 crore on the maturity, or if anything happened to the 1 day or second day, you will get 1 crore. So that is the beauty of this type of plan. So the advantage is your life goals are guaranteed from day one. That is the guaranteed return. Now, I wanted to speak on the HDFC Life Insurance. So, but we have a Vice President of HDFC Life who has joined this Zoom meeting on my special request is Mr. Kapil Agarwal. So now I request Mr. Kapil Agarwal to say about HDFC Life Insurance, and if anything is left, then I will cover. So Mr. Kapil Agarwal, over to Mr. Kapil.
So thank you, Kothari ji, for your for giving me a wonderful opportunity. And once again, good evening to all my friends who are listening to us. So I was there from since starting. So first of all, I would like to ask anybody कि किसी ने भी कुछ पूछा नहीं कि why we should join life insurance as a income source. So I was expecting that somebody will ask this question. So just to give you an information that in India since 2000 the private life insurance company has come up, and the market before was only with LIC. So since last 20 years the average income, the premium what we are now collecting is 5.53 lakh crores, which was only 10,000 crores by 2014 and 15. So the industry has grown over 4 to 5 times since last 8 years, and we are expecting it to grow by 15 lakh crores rupees by 2024. The simple reason is that the young generation is under 35, so there is a huge demand for the insurance in India. Since 2000, the insurance industry in last 20 years also, 80% of the Indian population is not insured. When I say not insured means उनके पास एक दो पॉलिसी होगी, but insurance जितना होना चाहिए उतना नहीं है. So there is a huge opportunity because when you calculate the insurance, it is on the earning potential. So लोगों की earning potential के सामने only 1/10 of the insurance is being taken care of. So there is a huge potential. So currently we have 3.15 advisors per 1,000. So हम ये देखते हैं कि एक एडवाइजर 200, 300 या 400 या 500 लोगों से ज्यादा they cannot give the service. So there is a huge demand for the people who are willingly doing professionally are going to take this part. So this was about something about insurance industry. Okay, why insurance you should join? Why there is a huge potential and the premium amount is going to double by 3 times by 2024. And if anybody is there in the industry which is growing at the pace of 10%, 15%, I'm sure everybody understand ke jab industry grow ho rahi hai, so what is the earning potential and how much you can earn. Now, when it comes to HDFC Life, I'm sure everybody is known, everybody know about HDFC as a group company. So HDFC as a group company, we are 24 sister concern companies that comes under HDFC group. We have HDFC Credila, HDFC Realty, HDFC Ergo, HDFC Securities, HDFC Financial Services Mutual Fund. So when it comes to HDFC Life, the one of the HDFC group companies. So HDFC Life is amongst the top 3 life insurance company in India with a claim settlement ratio of 99.20. Is one of the fantastic company where the persistence is considered. जब मैं persistency की बात करता हूँ, so it is all about people paying the premium again and again. So HDFC the persistency ratio is 92%. So we are amongst the leaders in the persistency. And when it comes to corporate governance and when it comes to other financials conglomerate, we are among the top company where the customer is being taken care of. Customers services and customers need is considered and we accordingly plan. So we have one of the highest best selling product, HDFC Sanchay Plus, who is the market leader currently in India. Apart from this, we are amongst the top 3 life insurance company when it comes to term plan. So we basically deal into protection. We basically deal into wealth creation. We basically deal into saving plans. We basically deal into what you call the pension. So this makes HDFC Life a group company where a person comes and he can have all the possible investment portfolios with him, whether it's insurance, whether it's FDs, whether it's Demat account. So HDFC Group as a group and is a big group, and when it comes to HDFC Life, it's among the top 3 life insurance company. So if you have any questions regarding that, we can certainly help you on that. So over to you, Kothari ji.
Now, in basically the today's presentation, I will be discussing only about the Sanchay Plus, which is the best product which I found out. Although there all other products are very good, like whether you take a term insurance or whether you take a unit type of product or a bonus type of products, those are significantly better than other insurance companies. But among all the products of HDFC or whether ICICI or Kotak or LIC, I found the Sanchay Plus as the best product available in India today. There is no other investment which can beat the Sanchay Plus. Now, in the Sanchay Plus, there are four variants in Sanchay Plus. One is the guaranteed maturity, second guaranteed income, third is lifelong income, and fourth is a long-term income. Now, assuming you have invested 10 lakhs for 10 years. Now, there is no compulsion that you invest 10 lakh only. You can invest 1 lakh also. You can invest for 5 lakh also. I have taken an example of 10 lakhs. So suppose you are investing 10 lakhs for 10 years. Your annual payout in case of guarantee maturity will not be there because your amount will come after, say, you've taken a 10-year policy and after 10 years you're taking the maturity, that is 20th year. So in 20 years, your insurance will become 2.23 crore. Now this 2.23 crore, you can plan for your children marriage or you are buying a house or you are for retirement bucket strategy. Now what is retirement bucket strategy? Basically, you want after retirement, every 5 years or every 10 years, 15 years, you want some lump sum amount so that you can plan your life for next 5 years or next 10 years. So this guaranteed maturity product can be useful for these type of life goals. Now the second is the guaranteed income. Now, guaranteed income, suppose you want your children to go for US education or maybe for medical or MBA, or you want a return of very high return for a period of 5 years or 10 years. So suppose you invested 10 lakh now, and so you will be getting for 10 year 19 lakh per year for a period of 10 years. Now, if you are getting a 10 year 19 lakh every year, that means you are 100% sure that there will not be any problem for your children higher education. Now, you don't want to invest at 10 lakh rupees. You don't want, you say, no, I need only 5 lakh rupees for a period of 10 years. You invest for 2.5 lakh per year for a period of 10 years. Now, no need you want for 10 years also. You can invest even for 6 years also. You can invest for 5 years also. There are various combinations available. So basically, we have to see how we can attach our life goal to our insurance plan. So in the first case, we have planned for our marriage, for children marriage, for house. In the second year, we are planning our higher education or maybe for your retirement also. Okay, take over 10 years, but I will not recommend for retirement for this second category. Now the third category is the lifelong income. Now lifelong income, if you are investing again 10 lakhs for 10 years, assuming for 38 years, you get 9,50,000 every year. Friends, 9,15,000 as a pension you are getting every year, and the 1 crore what you have invested, that you get on maturity. So that means this is equivalent to your normal annuity plan, and you are getting pension with return of premium to your nominee, because when you are taking the 38 year, it will be somewhere around when your age will be more than 90 or 99 year, basically 49th year, the 99th year. This is a 99-year policy. So if you want your legacy to be transferred to your nominee or to your children, you can take lifelong income where you will be getting the pension till you are alive, and the post your demise, that 1 crore will be transferred to your nominee. That is the advantage of lifelong policy. But my favorite, which the most my friends or colleagues, they have taken, that is the long-term income plan. Now here again, if you are investing 10 lakh for 10 years, or you can invest for 5 years also. You can invest 10 lakh for 5 years also. I have taken example of 10 to 10 years. Here you get 9,75,000 pension for 25 years. In the lifelong, you are getting for 38 years, but here you're getting for 25 years. And on the 36th year, your 1 crore refunded to you. That means during your lifetime, you are getting your 1 crore to you. So suppose your age is say 50 today. That means at the age of 85, you will get your 1 crore back to you. Whereas the lifelong income, it is normally the 99th year. So 99th year, it's very, there's a remote possibility that person will live up to the age of 99 years. But in the fourth case, this is the best plan, and this everybody is buying only this, the fourth option. And the main advantage is the tax-free pension. Now we will see how we compare there. So friend, there is no other investment in India which can give a better return than Sanchay Plus on post-tax basis. There is no other investment. I can give a guarantee. You give me a product which can give a better investment than this particular product. The IRR is highest. Guaranteed and tax-free annual pension with maturity amount is tax-free under section 10D. Your amount is guaranteed. That means if you are taking a plan today, your return is 6%. This will remain till your lifetime, the 6% return. The 6% return will not change. Your 9,75,000 will remain same. So say, suppose you are buying for a 5 lakh policy for a 5 year, then it will be something around 1,75,000. So that depends on how much amount you are investing and how much you want as a pension. 10 lakh, 5 lakh, 1 lakh, you can take a decision. IRR is up to 6%, which is equivalent to 8.72% pre-tax basis. Now, friends, you tell me any investment in India today which is giving 8.72% return, any FD, no FD, senior citizen scheme, PMVVY, any scheme, nobody is giving 8.72% return. But here you are getting a IRR of 6% on tax-free basis, which is equivalent to 8.72%. Now your rate is locked for a very long time, and it is protected from the interest risk. Now when you are taking any FD from a bank, suppose you are taken for a 3-year term or a 5-year term, we don't know what will happen after 5 years, whether the rate of interest will be 3% or 2%, nobody knows. And this is a fact. If we see the history of Indian finance for last 30 years, every 10 years, the interest rate is being reduced by around 3%. Every 10 years. You can compare your rates. What was 10 years back? Prior to 10 years back, the rate were approximately higher by 3% higher. Today, if the FD rate is 6%, 10 years back, the FD rate was 9%. 20 years back, the rate was there were 12%, and before there was 15%. So if we go by the same analogy, that means ki you rest assured ki after 10 years, the rate of interest will be somewhere around 3%. Or after 20 years, the rate of interest will become 0. But here, when you're taking this Sanchay Plus long-term income plan, you are fixing your rate of interest for a period of 25 years or 38 years, 49 years, whatever the plan you are taking. So that means your rate is fixed. Now, you also get ATC benefit on the amount invested, that is 1.5 lakh rupees only. The ATC benefit is limited to 1.5 lakh. So if you have that limit available, you can get the benefit in this plan. And whatever the return you will be getting, annual pension or maturity, that is tax-free at the 10D, because you are getting 10 times of insurance. Life insurance is here 10 to 12 times. Minimum 10D rule says the minimum should be 10 times. But here the life insurance is of 10 to 12 times in this different variant. So you are getting 10D benefit. Now here the only issue is that your maximum entry age is 60 years on last birthday. So if your last birthday, if you are more than 60 years, then you are not eligible for this particular Sanchay Plus plan. In that case, you can take either in your wife's name or you can take in your children's name also, and you can be a proposer. Life assured should not be more than 60 years on last birthday. That means if you go by today is 21st of March. That means 21st, if you are born after 21st March 1960, then only you are eligible for this plan. If you are born before 21st March 1960, you are not eligible for this particular Sanchay Plans product of HDFC. And not even HDFC, even for any other company also, everybody has this 60 year restriction. In that case, you take in your wife's name. Now, as I said, there is an option to invest for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 12 years. But I said the payment term now, the payment time can be 5 years also. And mostly public are taking either 5 years or 10 years. 6 years, 12 years, there is a very less requirement. But mostly are 5 years. Now, let's compare this with our normal pension. Now, those who all are working, they must have invested either in the NPS or they must have invested through SBFS, the Superannuation Benefit Fund Scheme given by the company. Now, I am working for Hindustan Petroleum. I got the LIC SBFS. I was forced to take the pension from the SBI. And I invested there 50 lakh rupees. My amount which was transferred for my annuity was 50 lakh. On 50 lakh, I am getting a pension of 20,000 rupees. 20,000, some 500 rupees. So if you invest something around 1 crore, your annual pension is something around 6 lakh in a normal annuity. And friend, this 6 lakh is a taxable. When you take any annuity, you are getting a taxable income. So your return is 5%. Now you compare with this NPS product with the Sanchay Plus. Now the same 1 crore, if you have invested in your Sanchay Plus, you are getting 9,75,000 tax-free. And in our normal NPS or normal SBFS, our pension plan, we are getting only 6 lakh, and that is also taxable. So return is only 3.4%. So you can assume how much better this plan is. And friends, I'm really telling you, I am also surprised how HDFC is giving such a high return. How this return is sustainable. So I had a discussion with their fund manager. I discussed and I asked this question bluntly with them. How you sustain this 6% return? It is not possible. Because when no other bank is able to give 4 to 5% for such a long period, or the maximum, the FD rates are around 5.5 to 6%, how for a 35 year or 38 year, you are giving me a guarantee of 6% IRR? So they told me that HDFC for a long time, they are investing in the GSEC for a 40-year duration, for a 50-year duration. You must be aware that RBI is auctioning their GSEC every month or maybe every quarter for a long-term period, 30 year, 40 year. So on those, the average rate, currently average rate is around 6.25 or 6.5. That is the GSEC rate for 30 year, 40 year. If you want to buy, say, GSEC issued by RBI, you can also participate in the auction. The rate is something around 6.25 or 6.3, depending on the auction. So what HDFC Life is doing for last 15, 20 years, they are buying this product. So their average return is something around 8 to 9%. So that is the reason they are able to give this 6% return plus over and above the agent commission and then your marketing expenses, and they are able to sustain this product. So, and they have shown me their balance sheet. In the balance sheet, they have shown how much amount they invested in long GSEC product. So which justifies that they will be able to sustain this product. They will be able to give this return on a longer term basis. So, and secondly, the HDFC is #1 company today in the finance today. I want to tell you that in the banks, in the entire industry, bank, not only in India, globally, HDFC Bank is #1 if we go by the market capitalization. Market capitalization of HDFC Bank is #1 in the world. And we are the Indian, we should be proud of it. And when you are taking the product from HDFC, you are associated with the HDFC group. So rest assured that our investment is protected. And a lot of friends have raised this issue, what will happen to HDFC Bank, whether the HDFC will give me the return for 30 years or 40 years or not. Now the #1 bank in the world, if you are getting associated with such bank, then how you can have a doubt or how you can have a worry. So if you are joining as an advisor or you are taking a policy as a client, guaranteed, you are be assured that your investment is protected. So this just you give a scenario that how much, if you are joining as an advisor, what type of commissions are available. Term plan is 20 to 40%, or renewal, this is the commission, the endowment 15 to 30%, single premium, annuity plan, ULIP, all these are just given an indication to you. There are monthly contracts, international trips, cars, commission depending on the payment term. Now this commission is not same for all the payment term. The lower your payment term, the lower will be commission. Say for Sanchay Plus, if you are taking a 5-year plan, then the commission is 15%, which is falling under endowment category. And if you are taking, say, 10-year plan, then the commission is 30%. If you are taking for 12 years, then the commission is 35%. So that depends on the payment duration. So the issue here is that every family in India, every family in Mumbai or Delhi or anywhere has 2 or 3 or some 4 insurance policies in their home. Correct or not? Now, if those policies are in your home, then why you are paying the commission to an agent outsider? Why don't the commission should not accrue to you? So that is the concept of today's presentation and today's discussion. When every family has a 2-3 insurance policies of different company, why don't we, from our own family, one person become an advisor, so that entire this commission, what is going outside, come to us. So the tagline is every family must have one advisor. Now the question will come into how the advisor can become, how you can become an advisor. What are the requirements? So first, let us see what is the potential. Potential of becoming agent. Suppose the Sanchay Plus, you are selling a policy of 10 lakh rupees for a 12-year payment term. You have taken, or you assume you have taken a policy for yourself. 10 lakh policy for 12-year payment term. It can be 5-year, 10-year, 6-year, 12-year. I have taken a 12-year example. So your first year commission will be 3,50,000, 35% commission. Renewal commission at the rate of 3% for a period of 11 years will be another 3,30,000. Your agency life money, when you join as agency life money, you get around 25,000 rupees as the additional the reward. So total payout is your 7,05,000. That means out of 10 lakh what you invested in the first year, the 7 lakh rupees, so you are getting your as a commission back. Now this 7 lakh rupees is going to your agent. So your target should be that this 7 lakh should accrue to me. For that, you have to become an advisor. And then over and above, you get international ticket. If you get, if you give a business of about 25 lakh, international recognition, you become member of MDRT, COT, TOT. These are various global financial forums which are being sponsored by the companies. You also get a Star Club membership, various levels from emerging star to CEO star, depending on how much business you are doing, and the various contests are there. So how to become an advisor? So friends, if you are planning an investment, you are not interested to become an advisor. Suppose you just want to making an insurance, you want to buy an insurance plan. Then friends, please negotiate with the advisor for the best deal. Don't go by what your bank manager is telling. Don't go by whatever agent is telling. Negotiate. you must get this commission what is accruing to him at least for the first year commission. The norm is the first year commission is being refunded to the clients. Invariably, the only first year commission will be refunded. That was what was 3,50,000. And in that, somebody will refund 10%, somebody will not refund anything. If you are not aware about this investment, this commission thing, then he will try to give you without any commission. Say for you take for any bank. Now, bank manager know how much balance in your account. He knows very well. He has a list of all the bank accounts where the balances are very high. So they have a relationship manager. They have a target to talk to all these high net worth customer. And you are having say 10 lakh, 15 lakh or 30 lakh in your bank account. You are in that list. Your bank manager will talk to you every day, every 7 days. Please take this plan, please take that plan. Why? Because they are earning either the incentive or they have a target, then only they get a promotion. And what you are getting without any commission. So if you are planning an investment, negotiate with the advisor for the best deal. Now, if you are planning, or if your spouse or if your children are planning as an insurance as a passive or a second source of income, then this is the requirement. Number one, you have to send your KYC document, that is PAN card, Aadhaar card, education certificate, photo, cancel check, your email ID, your mobile number for sponsorship by an insurance company. Now, if you want to take for HDFC, you have to send it to HDFC. If you want to take an ICCI or LIC or any other insurance company, you have to send this document to that particular company, and that particular company has to sponsor. Then only you can appear for the exam. Otherwise, you cannot appear for the exam. Now here, this is the IRDA regulation, that it has to be sponsored by a company. So if you want an HDFC, which is the number one in India today, not in number one in world number one bank, if you want to get associated with the HDFC Life, you have to send this document to the HDFC Life. Now here the fees will be for IRD exam will be rupees 300 to 1200. Now why I am mentioning 300 to 1200? Now this is the range in which your exam fee will be fixed on the basis of your score. Now the minimum fee is rupees 300 if your age is above 35 years, your family income is above 6 lakh, and you are a graduate. Then your score will be something around above 10. Then in that case, your fee will be only 300, not 1200. But suppose your age is say less than 35, maybe 20 year or 21 year, then the fees may be 750 or maybe 1200 rupees. So this is the criteria. This is the HDFC criteria. Maybe in the Kotak, the criteria may be different. So 300 rupees is the minimum fee. Now then after this payment of 300 rupees fee and this your KYC document, you have to go through an online training from your home. You are not required to go anywhere. This is via Zoom, or you can have in your mobile application also. The HDFC will provide an application to you. So you have to just go through that application for 25 hours, and then you are eligible for appearing for this exam. For study material and the model question answers, I have collected when I appeared for exam. So if anybody is appearing for HDFC, I will send all the study material and model question answer. They are live with me. So just you can send me a WhatsApp and I will send all the material. Now you have to appear for 1 hour exam, that is IRD exam at the NSC IT Center. Only 50 questions are there. The name of the exam is IRD IC31 exam, comprising of 50 questions. These are to be replied in 1 hour, and these are multiple option questions. And minimum qualifying marks is only 36%, and there is no negative marking. So each question has a 4 options, and you have to score only 18 marks. 18 questions have to be your right. So if you go by a formula, suppose I put I go by average theory and I put every answer as number 4, assuming, then also I will get minimum 12.5 marks. Okay, and I have to clear only 18 marks. That means 6 marks only I have to get additional to qualify for this exam. So it's a very simple exam, not very difficult. You have to just read for that, study material for maybe for 1 day or 2 days and appear and go through this model question. Guaranteed that you will succeed in this exam. And this is the requirement fixed by IRDA, so this exam is a must. And friends, you can take only one insurance advisor code under one PAN number. If you have taken, say, ICCI, then you cannot take HDFC in the same PAN number. If you have taken HDFC, then you cannot apply for any other insurance company. Then you have to look for maybe other family member who can take. I have prepared a Google form. So you can fill all the detail and then you can send it to me also. And then I will forward all the detail along with your KYC documents to the HDFC. You can send this or you can send the documents and this information, whatever mentioned above, by WhatsApp to me or by email to me, and I will forward to them. These are the questions in the application form. That is your name, your date of birth, full address, highest education qualification, mobile number, email ID, normal information, nominee date of birth, your relationship with nominee, your occupation, an annual income, and you have to attach the scan copies of PAN card, Aadhaar card, KYC document, and send it to either HDFC or you can send it to me and then forward to that. And as I mentioned earlier, your fee will be 300 to 1200 rupees, depending on your score. If you are above 35 years of age and then your annual income is more than 6 lakh and you are a graduate, then the fee will be only 300 rupees. So that was all I wanted to say about the Sanchay Plus, which is the best product available today, and the IRDA exam and becoming a member. Now there will be a thing ki, you want to invest before 31st March to claim your LFA exemption, because the government has allowed LFA exemption for insurance product, or if you have any tax planning to be done before 31st March, either you can become the advisor, but becoming the advisor will take minimum 10 to 15 days time. And now the time is hardly 9 days left. You can take the policy through me also, and I will refund the 100% commission, what is accruing to me to you. Because I am doing this just as a social service. I don't want to earn anything from my all are my friends and colleagues only. So there is no problem. As I mentioned earlier, my major source of income is my trading, my options trading, my covered options. So my next webinar will be on the covered options that I will be educating you again. I have been taking once in a month that webinar on the how to do the covered options trading. So that I will be doing. So this insurance thing is just a social service I am doing it. So if you want to take through me, you can take through me, or if you want to become, I will recommend that you become an advisor. As I mentioned, all the benefits of becoming the advisor. You become financial expert, you know everything. But if you have problem that you don't want to become and then you want to take policy before 31st March, you can take through me also. There's an absolute no issue. And the entire commission will be accrued to you. I will transfer to you. So that was all the financial freedom about the insurance advisory. And now any questions you have, or Mr. Kapil, you want to add anything here? Mr. Kapil Agarwal?
No, sir, it was a fantastic clarification to each and everybody. Even a single layman can understand what was the explained by you regarding the policy and also the business opportunity with any life insurance company, especially HDFC. So we are open for any question and answer so that people get more clarity and they can take the decision.
Friends, you can ask any questions about the insurance, about any insurance product, about HDFC product, anything you can ask, or about this insurance advisor thing, anything, any query, the forum is open to you.
Sir, after becoming advisor, can we convert existing policies through our?
No. The existing policy you cannot convert. You are referring to that if you already taken an insurance policy, then after the agent, can you convert that policy from that agent to you? Yes. That is the question, no? No.
Yes.
No, I don't think that is allowed.
No, it is not allowed.
That's not allowed. Because just assume that agent must have passed on the commission and everything, and now you change the policy, that what will happen to his commission now? That's the problem. Yeah.
Pradeep, I am getting 30 lakhs from Jeevan Shri policy on 25th of this month.
Very good. You are the best decision you have taken, because I also took the Jeevan Shri from the LIC when I was around the age of 35. And the Jeevan Shri used to give 12% return. Do you remember 12% return was a guaranteed return? So I have taken the product and the LIC have discontinued the product. That was the best product of the LIC. Jeevan Shri was the best product, and they have discontinued the product around 7 years back. And then the HDFC come up with the Sanchay Plus. Yeah.
So are you suggesting that I have to invest this 30 lakhs in Jeevan Sanchay?
Jeevan Sanchay you must invest, because you are getting your pension and your return of premium to your lifetime. That is the main advantage.
Yeah.
Because whatever amount you will invest, 1 crore or 30 lakh you will invest, the 30 lakh will be returned to you only during your lifetime only. Otherwise, A normal pension product, the amount is refunded only after our death. I want the money to be returned to me or to my wife during my lifetime only. So that is the beauty of this product. So you should go for it. And there is no other investment will give the better return than this. And this is guaranteed, tax-free. That's the advantage. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kothari ji, good afternoon. Ingole here.
Yeah, Buni sir.
Yeah, कैसे हो? How are you?
बढ़िया, बताइए.
मुझे ये पूछने का था, I want to just ask that कि इस IRDA का जो एग्जाम जो होता है ना, that is how frequently it is conducted?
No, this is conducted every day almost, you can say. Only thing is that you have to clear the 25 hours of online training.
Okay.
वो आपको करना जरूरी है, and then you have to pay the 300 rupees fees. But you being in the service, you cannot appear for that exam. You should not appear. But your wife and your children definitely can appear, and I will suggest that they should appear it.
Okay.
They should
so
appear.
Anyway, I will see that. Suppose if I appear that and I don't do this advisory job till my retirement.
It's okay.
Then, no
it is
harm,
okay. There's no problem, because as I said, if you are taking the policy in your own name and you are the agent, that means that it is not a business income to you. It is just a discount on your policy. So I don't think company will have a problem on that. That shouldn't be a problem. But if you take any other business, then you have to inform the company.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
But you can, but your wife can take. Your wife can appear for the exam. And the exam is very easy, not very difficult exam.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Suppose if I take a policy for 25 years.
Yeah.
And suppose in this during period, if he expires, what will happen?
See this particular Sanchay Plus. Now you suppose you have taken, assuming you have taken a policy of 5 years, well, a 5-year payment term. So you have a term of 6 years, and from the 7th year, your annual pension start. So up to 6 years, so you will get the 10 times of your annual premium. Suppose your annual premium is 5 lakh rupees. Okay, so 10 times is the insurance element. So up to 6 years, you will get your 50 lakh rupees. Now on the 6th year, after the completion of 6th year, up to the 38th year, which is the pension period. Now your question is, what will happen? Suppose a person dies after 10 years. Now your amount is accrued on the 6th year. 6th year, your amount, total amount has become your 50 lakh or whatever the amount was there, whatever you taken the amount. So your pension will start from that particular day. So you have an option, either you take the pension or you can surrender the value and you can take your accrued value. You have both options available. But I will suggest that your family should continue to get the pension for a period of say 35 years. Kapil ji, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं?
No, I agree with you that the insurance cover is the time till the time you are paying the premium, and once the premium is over and the payout is started, then the family will get the payout until the payout term, and then the amount of the premium whatever you have paid will be given back to your family.
इनका क्वेश्चन ये है कि what will happen to the person dies after say period of 10 years, then what will happen?
So अगर आपने प्रीमियम पेइंग टर्म लिया है 5 साल का, तो 5 और 1 साल का कूलिंग पीरियड है, तो 6 साल तक आपका इंश्योरेंस कवर रहता है. उसके बाद आपका 7th ईयर से पे आउट चालू हो जाता है. So the payout will start from 7th year till the 30 years. So if you are not there after 10 years also, the payout will be given to the nominee जो हम दे रहे हैं, और पूरा पैसा नॉमिनी के पास जाता है.
तो जो मैच्योरिटी का अमाउंट है वो आप बोल रहे हैं वो मैच्योरिटी पे मिलेगा? वो
मैच्योरिटी पे मिलेगा, 30 इयर्स कंप्लीट होने के बाद नॉमिनी को मिलेगा.
और एनुअल पेंशन कंटिन्यू रहेगा आपका?
कंटिन्यू रहेगा, बिकॉज पेंशन स्टार्ट हो गया है. सो इंश्योरेंस इज ओवर एंड पेंशन स्टार्ट, सो पेंशन मिलेगा नॉमिनी को एंड देन द मैच्योरिटी.
और अगर वो 6 साल के पहले एक्सपायर हो जाता है तो देन ही विल गेट द 10 टाइम ऑफ इंश्योरेंस. करेक्ट?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
इज क्लियर?
Clear, sir. That is the beauty of the policy.
Yeah.
Kothari sir, actually, one thing now what I understand, when in your presentation, supposing now you took an example of 10 lakh as a policy, rather minimum for 10 years.
For 10 years.
Yeah. In your illustration about the various breakups are there, which I just wanted to write, actually it was missed out. Totally about 7 lakhs is going to the first year premium, 7 lakhs is going to various types of commissions.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So post that 1 year, that is 2nd year to 10th year again, certain amount is continues to go to the agent. Is my understanding right?
No. What I mentioned there was the first year commission will be 15% to 35% depending on the duration.
Yeah.
Suppose you've taken a 5-year term. Suppose you've taken a 5-year term.
Yes.
So then your commission will be 15%.
Okay.
If you've taken a 12-year term, then your commission is 35%.
Okay.
So your first year commission is that one, and then next year, second year onward, the commission will be 3%. So I have calculated that 11 year into 3 into 33%. So that is why I shown the 3,30,000. So the 3,30,000 will come over a period of 11 years.
11. Okay.
So suppose you've taken a 5-year payment term, that means 15% during the first year, and second year to 5th year, the commission will be 3%, total 12%. So that means total 27% will accrue to you. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And the 25,000 was the bonus for joining as an insurance agent. That was the 25,000 rupees. That was the agency commission which I mentioned there. So for that, I think they have some requirement. If you do that, that 25,000 will be paid to you. Yeah. So total 7,05,000 was for a total agency for total period of one policy of 10 lakh. And you can easily do 4-5 lakh policy in your family only. Your family, friends, or your children or others, you can do 4-5 policies and entire commission will accrue to you. So my suggestion will be to you become the advisor. So you get everything to you. And no need to negotiate with the agent, because that what agent will do, that he will deduct the GST, he will deduct the commission, income tax also, because he has to pay the income tax. Because all these payments are official payment coming through the HDFC. So he has to pay income tax. So he has to deduct income tax. He has to deduct GST also, because the company will deduct GST. So all those will not be applicable if you are taking directly your name. All the hassle will not be there. Yeah.
Sir, actually, a generic question as well. Yeah. I've been following your whatever postings are there. आपके जो advice की basis पे ना somewhere about November or something, November and December में I have seen the same Sanchay Plus, and now also I have seen it. Just in the initial also I was talking about it. The same 1 lakh के में the returns have increased now. That is in the month.
Yeah, you are right. Earlier the return they have increased by around 2.5%. On a 10 lakh, which you are getting now around 3,45,000. On a 5 lakh, you are getting 3,45,000. If you invest 5 lakh rupees for a period of 5 years, your pension is 3,45,000. Earlier, it was sometimes 3,60,000. So now it becomes 3,45,000. So they have improved it by 2%. Actually, this policy has become so famous. So much amount is coming to them that they are able to get much better rate from the RBI. So that is the reason they are able to give this return. And you will not believe, ICCI have tried to match this product. Aditya Birla tried to match this product, but they are not able to match this your long-term life option. They are able to match in the guaranteed income. They are able to match in the maturity option. There are 4 options for there. Na? The first and second, everybody is able to match, but the third and fourth, nobody is able to match. HDFC is unbeatable in the long-term option plan and the lifelong option plan. They are the best today. The 6% return you will not get anywhere.
Now I think this should be a question to Mr. Agarwal, Kapil Agarwal. Is that जो example मैंने अभी बताया है, December to now it has increased. Does that mean that now the market is increasing, improving because now vaccination वगैरह. So if that is the case, is that returns is likely to go up if I take a policy maybe 6 months down the line instead of taking it today?
So I'm talking to Mr. Suresh Kumar, right?
Correct, sir.
So Suresh Kumar ji, I really appreciate that as a common man, you मतलब आपने पूरा session understand किया and your question was more expected. But one thing I will like to bring you, it's a price war, because since it is February and March, an insurance company 60% business comes only in Jan, Feb and March. So to have the maximum share in Jan, Feb, March, and it is a price war. So the HDFC has increased the IRR on the Sanchay Plus product while taking punt on different products. और उनका जो new business margin बोलते हैं हम लोग, that has been the lowest in Sanchay Plus. So it is not that down the line after 6 months the debt market rates are going to be high. It's only Jan, Feb, March where maximum insurance companies business is 60% of what we did in last 9 months. तो हमने जो 9 महीने में किया है वो हम 3 महीने में करते हैं. और अगर आप जनरली देखोगे कि मेट्रो स्टेशन जो अंधेरी का है वो अभी LIC अंधेरी हो गया है, तो इट इज ओनली फॉर द पीरियड ऑफ 3 months कि वो LIC अंधेरी कर दिया है. तो आदमी जब मेट्रो में मुंबई में जब ट्रेवल करता है तो दे ऑलवेज हियर दैट अंधेरी LIC अंधेरी स्टेशन इज कमिंग. सो इट्स मोर ऑफ अबाउट सेल्स गिमिक्स. 10th of March being a month of insurance, all life insurance company does all kind of gimmicks so that the business is retained, customer is retained, and the market share is high. So there are no chances of debt market increasing. It will go on decreasing only.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I want to add here also what he has not mentioned. If we see the interest history, as I mentioned earlier, every 10 years the interest rates are reducing by 3%. So the likely scenario of going the rate high is very, very rare. I don't know how the HDFC has increased the rate during last 6 months, which has happened first time. I have been taking HDFC Sanchay rates for last 5 years. That's first time they have increased the rate. Otherwise, it is not possible. And that is also maybe because of the competition which all the insurance companies started giving it. Earlier, 6 months back, HDFC was the undisputed leader in this product. Undisputed leader. There's no doubt about it. But last 6 months, Aditya Birla will launch this product. Your ICICI will launch this product to compete with HDFC. So probably what I am assuming as a marketeer, we are from oil industry and we go on giving the discounts, other thing. Maybe the HDFC to sustain the competition, they have increased the rate slightly by another 1 or 2%. Otherwise, logically, they should not have increased. So let us enjoy this product. And the probability of further increasing is almost, you can say, 0. I don't think they will be able to increase the rate. You mean to say they will give 7% return? Are 7% to GSEC mein nahi mil raha hai na. GSEC is giving 6.25. So how they will give a 6.5% return? I have my doubt.
Okay.
So I think they have reached to a saturation. I don't think it is possible. And this rate also they may not continue it. So they may discontinue from 1st of April. I don't know.
Okay.
Because recently, if you must have seen my financial freedom group, earlier I was advocating ICICI Assured Saving Income Plan.
Yeah, ASIP, yeah. That is 10 to 12 years.
So number of our friends have taken ICICI that AC plan, and my doubts have really proved right. When I recommend that product, the ICICI was giving a return of 5.89. Now, if you check that rate today, the ICICI SCF rate has come down to 4.2% only. And yesterday only I had a discussion with ICICI why you have killed that product. And then ICICI killed that product. They say they are not able to sustain that 5.89% return. So they have reduced to 4.9 now. Now today they are not able to sell that product at all. So that product is killed now, totally killed. So if tomorrow HDFC reduces the HDFC Sanchay rate, I have a doubt that they will be able to sell. So this is very competitive market. So the probability of going high is very, very less, but the probability of going low is down if the other company also reduces the rate. Now, ICICI reduced the rate in the SC. Suppose Aditya Birla and PNB also reduces the rate, then maybe HDFC may also reduce the rate in future. But if you are taking the policy before 31st March, your rate is fixed. Your rate is guaranteed. So that is what I would like to say.
You know, sir, actually, one argument which even I was also having, which you very clearly explained how the HDFCs will be able to sustain this 6.6% return. I think that was very convincing about their G-Secs jo bhi leke rakha hai, 40 years ka G-Secs leke rakha hai. That is not that I hope will help things. I'm just going a bit of a devil's advocate. When I'm talking to you initially before the session started, I have started that that there was certain amount of higher return when I went on online. So aap bhi bataye the ki no, it cannot be there. So what I have done is, jab aapse baat karne ke time, actually, please don't mind otherwise.
No, I will not mind. I don't mind.
Yeah. I have.
On the contrary, I will appreciate if you give me any such thing there, then I can go deeper into it.
Sure.
My understanding is very clear that there cannot be a single penny difference.
Yes, sir. Abhi HDFC Life.com mein jaake once again I gave inputs and I got an output. And that was, for example, of 1 lakh I have taken 5 years, and that is giving an output of 33,990 is coming from the 5th year onwards. Whereas now when I went into my HDFC account, savings account, and there it is giving only 33,000. And incidentally, about few minutes back now, I immediately received a call from the HDFC call center. The number was from 0891, and they were trying to sell it. That time I immediately told that no, why I should take it from you. He told that, sir, if you take it from HDFCLife.com in the online, you will get a 3% higher return. That's what they told.
So, Kapilji, you want to say anything?
Yeah, Kapil, आपका that means no, it's okay. Even no for me.
नहीं, देखिए जहाँ तक मेरे को समझ में आ रहा है सुरेश कुमार जी कि just check whether the GST element is taken, you have taken into account or not.
Yes, sir. Actually, they have
GST that 1 lakh plus GST you have to calculate.
4,500 and 4,500 rupees has to be paid for the first year, and second year onwards it's 1,02,250.
250. हाँ, तो आपका रिटर्न कितना आ रहा है? आपका उसमें एनुअल रिटर्न कितना आ रहा है?
नहीं, दोनों में 1,04,000. That means 4,500 is first year and second year is 2,000.
नहीं, वो ठीक है. आपका पेंशन कितना आ रहा है? दोनों में पेंशन कितना आ रहा है? आपका ऑनलाइन में पेंशन कितना आ रहा है? उसमें पेंशन कितना आ रहा है?
Online में 33,990 and through bank I got 33,000.
नहीं, through bank नहीं, through agent वाला देखो आप.
I didn't go by agent, sir.
आप एक काम कीजिए, what you do, what I will suggest you send me this illustration or you send me your date of birth to me. You just WhatsApp to me. I will send you the online का भी illustration आपको निकाल के भेजता हूँ, and I will send you the agent illustration also.
Sure,
and
sir,
I am 100% sure it has to be same. कपिल जी कोई difference है क्या? कपिल जी? अरे
Mute
sir. Kapil आपका mute है.
So we will take out the illustration because bank and online illustrations are different.
आपका आवाज गया. I think he's not there.
I think
some problem with net connection.
Yeah. इसको इन्वेस्टिगेट कर देंगे उसको, don't worry.
Sure, sir. In fact, actually that I will help us also that now how I have to go about, because 3% is better return actually. Kapil Agarwal is come.
बोलिए.
What we can do, we can just share the illustration and he can share with us, and we will find out the difference. I am sure there will be no difference, but let us check and we'll get back to him within half an hour.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll forward that mail to you, sir.
Yeah. You can send it to me or send it to Kapil Agarwal. There's no problem.
Yeah. I have your email ID. मैं आपको भेजता हूँ.
Yeah.
For this HDFC Sanchay Plus, हम payout period का बात कर रहे हैं. तो उसमें let's say I have an urgent requirement of money due to whatsoever reason. So is there a surrender option available? You considering the payout period बहुत long है?
Yeah. You have a surrender value. You can surrender after 5 years because you have that accumulated value. So that if you want, you can surrender. आप बोलेंगे कुछ कपिल जी?
So you can surrender the policy at 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year before the pension starts and even the pension does not start. So before the premium paying term, if you want to withdraw, there is a special price. I think there is a 10%, whatever you have paid, 10% will be deducted and whole amount will be given back to you. But once the pension starts, तो अगर let's say आपने 30 साल का प्लान लिया है, 5 साल भरा है और 8वें साल आपको पैसा चाहिए, तो हम लोग फ्यूचर वैल्यू का प्रेजेंट वैल्यू निकालते हैं और G-Sec से उसका डिस्काउंट करते हैं 9% का, and we give you back the money. But overall, whatever is being given is always less what you have paid. आपने जो भी पैसा भरा है उससे कम ही मिलेगा. Depending upon the number of years you have taken the pension, it will decide your money at the surrender. But पहले 5 साल में अगर आप surrender करते हो तो 10% कम मिलता है, और उसके बाद जब आप surrender करते हो तो आपका जो भी future value आने वाला है उसका हम present value निकाल के उसमें 9% का discount देते हैं और आपको हम surrender करके पैसा दे देते हैं. But it will be always less what you have paid.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
कपिल जी, एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन था, because I'm not able to understand. Can you just explain how the rate of return is 6% if I take say a 10-year paying period with 11th year holding and pension starts from 12th year?
नहीं, अभी you calculated IRR. IRR is based on what is your payout and what is your pay in. So we have put this entire data on Excel sheet, and the return is coming to 5.7, 5.6 to 6%, depending on the various option is there. So it is the Excel formula only.
नहीं, बट मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, अगर आप 10 लाख रुपए हर साल डाल रहे हैं
हाँ हाँ
आज की तारीख में 10 साल के लिए अगर मैं लगाता हूँ, अगर मैं कर देता हूँ, आरडी भी कर देता हूँ,
हाँ
तो 10 साल का मेरा अगर 1 करोड़ रुपया जो मैंने डाला,
हाँ
तो 1.6 करोड़ रुपया हो जाएगा।
बराबर, राइट, करेक्ट।
ठीक है, और वो 11वें साल में एक अगर मैं और वो 1.6 करोड़ का मैं और अगर 6% पकड़ो, तो वो 10 लाख और, तो 1.7 करोड़ हो जाएगा।
हाँ करेक्ट।
तो
नाउ
1.7 करोड़ पे
हाँ
मैं बताया 9 लाख रुपया आप दे रहे हैं,
हाँ
तो 4.5% होता है इंटरेस्ट।
हाँ, तो अभी मैं आपको बताता हूं मैं कि नंबर 1 जो आपका 1 करोड़ का 1.6 करोड़ जो हो जाएगा वो टैक्सेबल हो जा रहा है, करेक्ट? टैक्सेबल है वो टैक्सेबल है, तो उसमें टीडीएस कटेगा आपको, तो आपको 1.6 करोड़ नहीं मिलने वाला है, यू मे गेट समथिंग अराउंड 1.4 करोड़। दैट इज नंबर 1 इशू। नंबर 2 इशू, यहाँ पे डे 1 से आपको इंश्योरेंस है। आपने 10 लाख लगाया, अगर आपको एक दिन के बाद कुछ हो गया तो आपको कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है, वो 10 लाख का 10 लाख ही मिलेगा, बट यहाँ पे आपको 10 टाइम्स इंश्योरेंस मिल रहा है, नंबर 2। नंबर 3, जो आपका टोटल 1 करोड़ है वो आपको 1 करोड़ भी आपको रिफंड हो जा रहा है। सो ये सब डेटा निकालने के बाद में जो आईआरआर जो निकाला है मैंने, आईआरआर का जो कैलकुलेशन किया है एज पर द एक्सेल शीट, इट इज कमिंग टू 6%, वेयर एज एनी एफडी इफ यू टेक, योर रिटर्न विल बी समवेयर अराउंड 4% ओनली। अगर आपका 6% का अगर एफडी कराया आपने, तो टीडीएस निकालने के बाद में जो आपका आईआरआर आएगा वो आएगा 4.2% के आसपास। I can calculate on mathematics. I can calculate on Excel sheet कि IRR of Sanchay Plus versus IRR of any FD. आप सीधा सीधा देखिए ना भाई, आप सीधा सीधा ये देखिए, आप 1 करोड़ के हिसाब से मत जाइए, आप ये देखिए आपने 10 लाख डाला, ठीक है, आपका 6% पे डाला एफडी आपने, अज्यूमिंग, तो 6% पे आपको टैक्स लगेगा 33%, तो आपका रिटर्न तो 4.2% ही हुआ ना। तो चाहे आप 10 साल डालो या 15 साल डालो, आपका रिटर्न 4.2% ही रहना है, आपका 4.2% से ज्यादा नहीं होगा।
ओके कोठारी साहब, मैं अगेन ये बोल रहा कि इवन दैट इज चैलेंजेबल। अगर मैं इसका बात करूं तो 33% का टैक्स, बिकॉज अगर मैं डिफरेंट वेज से मैं लगाता हूं, आई कैन स्टिल टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट सेव टैक्स ऑन दैट। दैट इज
हाँ, वो बराबर है।
Okay.
वो यू आर राइट है कि सपोज यू आर 0% में, सपोज वाइफ के नाम से लेते हो आप और वाइफ के नाम से एफडी करते हो, वाइफ 0% टैक्स में है, तो उसको पूरा 6% बनेगा, बराबर है, यू आर राइट।
और मेरे को 33% टैक्स मतलब अगर यू नो क्या बोलते हैं, मेरा इनकम 33% टैक्स देने के लिए शायद 25 लाख साल का होना है, तब मेरे को टैक्स देना 33%।
यू आर राइट। आप 20% स्लैब में आ रहे हो तो आपका आईआरआर वैसे बढ़ जाएगा।
उतना तो मेरा इनकम है नहीं, बट मैं आपसे एक सिंपल बात करता हूँ, जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ डिस्कशन। अगर मेरा 1 करोड़ का 1.5 करोड़ रुपया हो गया ये, ओके, टैक्स काटने के बाद,
हाँ,
यू नो, मैं 1.7 करोड़ नहीं पकड़ता हूँ, मैं 1.5 करोड़ पकड़ता हूँ। तो आप मेरे को 35 साल के बाद में आप मेरे को 1.5 करोड़ नहीं लौटाने वाले हो,
1 करोड़
1 करोड़ लौटाओगे,
बराबर।
तो एक तो ये हो गया, प्लस
देखिए गुप्ता जी क्या है ना, व्हाट आई विल से कि ये सारा जो हम कैलकुलेशन जो हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं ना, वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट ऑन द फार्मूला ऑन एक्सेल शीट, ठीक है ना। अब एक्सेल शीट के अंदर वी हैव टू जस्ट इनपुट द व्हाट इज माय, जो मैंने पैसा इन्वेस्ट किया है और जो मुझे रिटर्न वापस आ रहा है, ठीक है ना, और उसके बेसिस पे मेरा आईआरआर क्या निकल रहा है। दैट इज द वे वी कैलकुलेट टू इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रपोजल। एक आपका एफडी का हो गया, एक आपका इंश्योरेंस का हो गया ना। एफडी के अंदर यू कैन टेक 3% ऑफ रेट्स, 0% टैक्स स्लैब, 10% टैक्स स्लैब, 20% और 30%, बराबर है। नाउ वो करने के बाद में अपने को आईआरआर निकाल के देखना है कि एफडी में मेरा 30 साल का आईआरआर कितना आ रहा है और इंश्योरेंस का अपना आईआरआर कितना आ रहा है, और जिसका आईआरआर आपका बेटर आ रहा है वो आप सेलेक्ट कीजिए, करेक्ट। तो दिस इज ऑन द फैक्ट, रादर देन कि हम बोले कि साहब मेरा 1 करोड़ का 1.5 करोड़ हो जाएगा, मुझे 1 करोड़ वापस मिलेगा, तो ये सब हम जो है ना assumption से बात कर रहे हैं। वी शुड कैलकुलेट ऑन द एक्चुअल फैक्ट्स। इन सारे डेटा को एक्सेल शीट में डालिए, 2 मिनट में आपको रिजल्ट आ जाएगा। इट विल टेक 2 मिनट ओनली। 2 मिनट से आपको 30 मिनट नहीं लगेगा कैलकुलेट करने में। आप मेरे को कोई सा भी इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट, कोई सा भी फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट, कोई सा बता दो, मैं आपको 1 मिनट के अंदर बता दूंगा कि उसके अंदर आईआरआर कितना आ रहा है। एंड दैट इज द फार्मूला even for a refinery, even for any automobile plant. If you are putting up, the businessmen go by only that IRR formula. That is the only one formula. Every world, all investment decisions are taken on the NPV or on the IRR. कि IRR मेरा कितना आ रहा है, मेरे को पड़ता खा रहा है नहीं खा रहा है। अगर मेरे को पड़ता खा रहा है तो मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट करूंगा, बराबर है, मैं तो मारवाड़ी आदमी हूँ, तो मैं देखता हूँ मेरा पड़ता खा रहा है क्या, तो मेरे को मेरा IRR कितना आ रहा है। अगर मेरे को इंश्योरेंस से IRR 6% आ रहा है, और अगर FD से डिफरेंट टैक्स सिनेरियोज में 20%, 10%, अभी जैसे गवर्नमेंट ने टैक्स 20% वाला कर दिया, इफ यू गो टू द न्यू टैक्स सिस्टम तो 20% टैक्स है, ठीक है ना। तो डिफरेंट में आप वो टैक्स लगा के अपना IRR निकालोगे, एंड देन यू विल कैलकुलेट कि आपका IRR किसमें बेटर आ रहा है, एंड देन यू विल टेक अ डिसीजन। एंड ओवर एंड अबव यू आर गेटिंग एन इंश्योरेंस आल्सो हियर, व्हिच यू आर नॉट गेटिंग इन केस ऑफ FDs। तो आपका गारंटेड नहीं है। सो अज्यूमिंग ऑल दोस थिंग, what I have observed कि 6% IRR along with the insurance is one of the very good investment. That is what I will say. Now it is up to you कि you want to go with the term plan and the balance in equity market or balance in that one. That is individual choice. You have a different type of combinations available. Wherever you are comfortable, you can do it. But मेरा ये है कि if in the insurance में अगर कर रहे हो आप, so Sanchay Plus is giving one of the best return. That is the reason I recommended it. It is up to you कि whether you want to go for this product or FD or equity. Like I have received some questions also. I will just read these questions which I received on the chat box. Now, one of the question is, my sister is financial consultant with HDFC. Her license got terminated due to non-performance. This may be due to because she has not done anything in a period of 3 years. If she does not do any business for a period of 3 years, then the HDFC may not renew the license. Otherwise, if in 3 years, if you are able to do one policy, then the license will not be terminated. Now, next question one, instead of putting this money, I can put the money in market equity, where I can get return around 15%, and the protection I can get term plan. This is what you were mentioning also. I agree with you. If you can put the money in the equity market, you can get 15% return, you can get 20% return also. But what will happen if you get minus 20%? In April, May, June, the return was minus 20, minus 30% also. Now, who can give me a guarantee today if I put a money, say 1 crore in equity market today, and my daughter marries after 5 years, I will get a 15% return for 5 years guaranteed. Can somebody give me the guarantee? I put entire money to him. I give my entire retirement corpus to him. You please put my money for that 15%. The problem with the equity market is so volatile. One day it goes 1,000 point up, another day it goes 1,000 point down. And with the corona problem again coming now, we don't know what will happen. So what I will say, you don't put everything in insurance, you don't put everything in the equity market, you don't put everything in the FD, you diversify your investment. Maybe around 20% or 25% you can go for an insurance or guaranteed plan, so that you are assured that you will be getting your annual pension every year, and then the balance money, if you are comfortable in the equity market, you can do in the equity market as well. Now, next question was, myself already paying term insurance, and insurance is not my requirement. That is the individual choice. If you want to take insurance or term insurance, you see. But the issue with the FDs is that my FD return on post-tax expertise is less than the Sanchay Plus. So that's the call you have to take. Now, the next question is, when the exam be conducted? These exams are conducted regularly, almost you can say every day, or maybe once in a week or twice in a week. But you have to first complete that online training for 25 hours, and then you can appear for the exam. The next question is a guy born in March 1961 eligible for this plan? Yes, he is eligible. Prior to March 60 is not eligible. But 60 years on last birthday, if he is born after that, then he is eligible. Because today 21st March, so 21st March 60, if he is born before after 21st March, then he is eligible. Can we take Sanchay policy every year if the less is less than 60 years? There is no point taking Sanchay policy every year. You can take one policy and then you are paying premium every year. So why to take 1 year? If you want, you can take. There is no stopping. You can take if you want. Many are doing policies online. How would it impact agent fee and income? As I said, whether you are taking any policy online or offline, the rate is same, except in case of term policy. But if you are taking online, there is no agent fee and there is no refund. Only if you are taking through agent, you will be getting not only your commission back, you can also will get a service, because there is agent duty to arrange everything, your medical examination, and then your any follow-up, all those things the agent will be handling. So that is the choice you have to take. What will happen? 8 minutes, and there are 2 more questions. What will happen if nominee also dies before maturity? Say you are set 30 years. If the nominee also expire, then whoever is the nominee to nominee, he will get the benefit. So, see, suppose you have taken the policy and you have appointed your wife as a nominee. Now, after your expiry, your wife will become the policy holder, then she can appoint a nominee. So her nominee will appoint. Now the question may come if the both nominee and the policy holder dies together, say in case of road accident, that in such case the natural legal heir will get that amount. Who are the natural legal heir as per the Indian law? Son or daughter, who are the normal legal heir, first class legal heir, they will get that amount if there is no nominee mentioned there. The next question is, what is the probability that ROI will go down after April 2021? Do you deduct 10% tax or 30% tax on commission earned? Yes. The probability of ROE going down after 1st April 2021 may or may not be there. That is the I will say this is a projection. If the HDFC continue with the same rate, then the ROE will not go down. If the HDFC reduces the rate, then the rate may go down. I don't know, and nobody knows. Even Mr. Kapil Agarwal may not be knowing whether the rate will be reduced or increased effective 1st of April. Now, as far as the tax is concerned, yes, it is considered, commission is considered as your business income. So whichever is your tax slab, the tax will be deducted. Then you have to pay the tax. The TDS will be, I think, 10% or whatever the TDS is applicable, and balance tax you have to pay when you are filing your return. So if you are in 30% tax, then 31.2% tax you have to pay on the income. So these are the questions which I have received. Now, any other questions if you have, you can ask. Yeah.
Kothari sir, actually, आपने एक reference किया, one of the chat box में एक question आया कि that why should I take on one go, every year I can take करके.
Yeah, yeah.
So one of the brochures, one of the points which I have understood is the returns are varying. Suppose you take on a 1 lakh and say 5 lakhs, the returns are different, sir. Actually, if you take
उसका मतलब ये है कि अगर आपका if you are taking 5 lakh and above policy, you get an additional discount of 1.5 to 2.5, correct, depending on that variant. So if you are taking every year 1 lakh policy, that discount will not be applicable. Correct. And I don't find any sense that every time you are subjected to a medical, because after the age of 55, you are subject to medical examination. So suppose you start taking from say age of 50, then up to 5 years you will take, then from 56 years, then you have to go for medical examination. All those hassle will start.
Okay.
So I will not suggest you go for that 1 year business. That is applicable for your car insurance or maybe for house insurance. But life insurance is never taken on yearly basis. I have not heard that anybody is taking insurance policy on a life basis. Because then every time you have to go through that, that medical and then underwriting and all those problems. Not advisable. And your rate will increase. Say for a term policy, suppose. Now term policy for 1 crore, if you take at the age of 18 years, your premium is hardly 8,000, 9,000. But if you take the same 1 crore policy at the age of 60, your premium is more than 1.5 lakh. So your mortality rate increases. So as you are increasing, your age is increasing, your premium will increase. So there is no point. On the contrary, you should take the highest possible cover at the lowest age possible. So then you get the best rate because your mortality rate is very low and your premium are fixed on the basis of mortality rate. So that is the reason I always suggest a term policy should be given at the age of 18, 19 or 21 or as soon as at least when you start your job. Suppose you started a job at 22 years, immediately take a term policy of 2 crore so that your wife is protected after the marriage or the children are protected. And once you become 35, 40 years, then I don't think we need a term policy because then we have enough money in your account. Then is whether you want to continue or continue, but your rate will be very low when your age is young. Yeah. Next question. Anything? यादव जी कुछ क्वेश्चन आपका? I think he is not hearing. Any question for
Yeah, आपने आंसर कर दिया ऑलरेडी सर.
हैं क्या?
Already you answered. Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. If there is no other question, then we'll end.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It's,
you can send this information. You can, if you are interested in becoming the agent, just send me the 4 documents: your PAN card, Aadhaar card, your highest education certificate, photo, and cancel check. These are the 5 documents which are required. I will forward this document to Mr. Kapil, and then he will advise you what is the exam fees is to be paid. and then you can take your, you can appear for the exam and you will become the advisor of the biggest financial institution of India, HDFC. And if you want to take the direct as a policy, you can take through me. Entire commission, whatever the accrued to me, I will be refunding it to you. That you don't worry. And my recommendation will be you take before 31st March, so that your rate is guaranteed and your terms are guaranteed. Your rate is fixed, and then you can take the benefit of tax planning or LTC, LFA. All those benefits you can take. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot to everybody.
Just to add for 1 minute. So while we were speaking for last 1.5 hours, and my experience in insurance industry for last 15 years, insurance is a subject matter where, you know, it means to different people in a different way. For somebody, it could be a protection, somebody it could be a saving plan, somebody it could be a wealth creation. So depending upon the situation, depending upon the requirement, depending upon the need, we plan our insurance planning. And in India, still 80% of people are not willingly going for an insurance product because they consider it as a liability. But my experience says कि जब घर में कोई अनहोनी घटना घटती है और जब इंश्योरेंस का कंपोनेंट कम होता है, then the surviving people understood कि what is the importance of insurance. So I have gone through all this. The only thing is that कि आप कोई भी कंपनी का लो, whichever suits you, whichever is giving you good returns, but make ensure that you are covered. आपका जो इनकम है, मतलब आपका इंश्योरेंस इतना होना चाहिए कि आपके 10 साल का जो खर्चा है वो आपकी फैमिली उठा सके आपके गैर हाजिरी में. That is only one thing, because there are a lot of options. There are 24 life insurance company nowadays. When I joined life insurance industry in 2005, there was not much option. So at the end of the day, customer is getting benefited. So and Kothari ji playing a very important role in awareness. So I first of all thank Mr. Kothari ji for every Sunday he takes out his valuable time and he conducts the session on Zerodha or cover options. So thank you very much for that. So first our intention is to create awareness, and secondary is the business. So thank you very much for everybody for listening us patiently and having 1.5 hour session. So thank you very much from my side.